All right. So we're back from our break. As you heard, we got ads. Let us know if you want to get in on an ad. Just send us an email. We got you. But
and send some product with that.
Send some merch, yeah.
I don't like to lie when I do ads because I'll do the ad, but I also want to be able to like wear it while I do the ad.
We'll do a skit for you.
I'd like to be able to drink it when I do it. That costs extra.
Yeah, the skit costs a lot.
And let's be clear. Because this is part of what we about to get into. Part of what we about to be very vulnerable about this episode and this show. Listen, I'm not taking the body tease.
What you trying to say? I'm fat?
No, I'm fat. But I'm very regular and I'm not taking those. Okay. I'm not taking the diet pills. Don't send the diet pills.
Send clothes, send lip gloss, send if you got press on nails, I like nails.
If you know somebody that do seltzers, send those.
We like water. I like water. Right. Yeah.
All right.
Send stuff we actually do. I like leggings and sweatpants. You got sweatpants, send them to me.
Don't send me song of the week requests. How about that?
Send me nigga clothes.
If you're going to do that, send some cash app with it.
Cash money.
Because I'm here for I'll take a little pay for play.
Let's talk this payola.
Facts.
So this is our discussion. So this is actually where we get textual. And normally during this segment, we talk about something that's typically about us because it's different things going on with celebs. Y'all like the hot top goss, but let's bring it down to regular everyday people. Right. Me and Meezy are everyday people. Short story, long story was a college dropout from Delaware. Went back to college. Shout out to WSSU. RAM. Graduated. And now I'm navigating my adulthood. I just got married. I have my degree. I'm jumping into my career. And I'm also an entrepreneur because this is a business that we have here. So with that being said, Meezy, do you want to give a short bio about yourself?
No.
Okay. So Meezy, I just want to say because I want to demonstrate the growth. No, Meezy, because no, seriously, there may be new people listening.
I was confused. No, I don't.
Okay, so Meezy doesn't. If you mind if I do it?
You know me.
Meezy's very cool. Okay. He's dope as shit.
Oh, thank you.
That's Meezy is Meezy. 100% all the time. So I say all that to say when we started Textually Active, it was very different from what we have now. Textually Active, if you don't know, started off with 2 girls, me and my homegirl Simi. Then we got Meezy and Nick on the show. It became 4. Simi dropped out. She had other things to do. Then it was 3. And our producer, he was always a part of the show. And then we jumped and Nick, life happened to him. He had to drop out. And then it's 2 plus our producer E. So from that time, that's been 4 years?
Yeah.
We were different people.
That's close enough.
For 3 to 4 years, we were different people. 3 to 4 years is a long time to be doing a podcast. Right. So then we jump through the pandemic. We get to 2021. It just feels like we've been doing this, but we did so much early on. Our live show, our merch, the ads, we did all this before. And we just felt we never took a break from losing 2 members. We lost Nick. We lost Simone. We never took a break from that. We just kept going. And I feel during that time, me and you were going through shit. I could speak for myself. I was going through shit. And we show up every week, we record, and it gets repetitive. So I come here to say, I don't know, the person that y'all saw during the episodes this past year, I would even argue 2 years, is me, but I don't feel like I was really opening up to y'all. I still had things that I was going through that I couldn't come here and be fully vulnerable to you all as listeners. So I come here to apologize and say that things are changing at Textually Active. And shout out to everybody that's been a listener, everybody that's been listening, people who still retweet us, people who looking for us on the month off, people who are in my DMs, people who are in Meezy DMs, people who continue to retweet, reshare because y'all see the vision and y'all see what we're trying to do here. So I say all that to say, Textually Active is changing.
You made it sound like this is our comeback, but it's also no, we about to. This is it. It's over.
This is it. We did all this shit to come back, and Textually Active is done.
Okay. I'll just fuck. We'll just fuck with you. But I mean, it's been a roller coaster of a ride. If you know the story, you know the story. But for me, this is what year 5 of a podcast.
Yeah.
Like straight. Like, you know, we used to come in and joke and me and you and say E would never give us a break. But it was kind of true. Like
we had to fight for breaks.
We had to fight for breaks. Cause one thing about doing content is this shit is always consistent. You look up today, we just gave y'all a whole segment about things that happened on the timeline, and that was last week. I'm pretty sure as you're listening to this, something has just happened on your timeline and you need to be fully focused on. This shit is ever changing, ever moving. Fucking Facebook changing its name.
Meta.
Fucking YouTube got Insta story, real shorts, TikToks. Like everything is moving, and it's like, in order to be successful, if you ain't already rich or famous or popular or ignorant, you gotta put out product. Mm-hmm. And
it gotta be damn good product, because you competing with a lot of people in this industry.
You competing with people that's talented, people that's got money, people that's just trash, and people that's just ignorant.
Yeah.
And it's hard if you don't have all those things to take notice. And honestly, I just wanted to stop for a little bit. Like, I mean, like, it's not like just I came up with this decision we talked about, like, but it was just like, bro, I come in here every week and we pride ourselves on giving y'all new conversation every week. Different conversation from what niggas talk about. I seen shout out Diamond. I was talking to her the other day, and Diamond like, bro, it's good to have a group chat alive tonight where we don't have to talk about $200 dates and who should split the rent and like shit like we don't come in here and do that.
We don't talk about that.
We don't come in and
talk about ourselves.
Like, we don't come in and talk about shit.
It's not the same. And you know what it feels like Twitter. You know, Twitter has cycles.
Yes.
Where they have the same argument all the time. Who should be paying for the date? Do I have to take her out, or why do I have to pay for dinner? Why can't we do fun dates? Like the same conversation.
And sometimes that shit get difficult because it's like, fam, we aren't well traveled. Like, my life has been very, very plain. I don't have experiences where I spend $500 on a date with some bitch.
I own it.
I've had experience where I took her for a 4 for $4 and then I dropped her off.
Yeah.
I got situations where, like, yes, she was supposed to have a kid of mine, but she had an abortion. And the entire time of that process, I'm looking at myself thinking, well, most people who have kids, it made them want to work harder. Maybe I should have had that kid and I wouldn't be stuck here where I think I'm stuck at.
Yeah.
But then the other side of me be like, fuck kids, and I'm glad I don't got one because I can still be out here living my best life.
Yeah.
So it's like just a process doing this shit that weigh on you.
And I will also say that, Meezy, you've been really, really vulnerable on this show. Like, Meezy done told all his stories.
I've been calling out. I've been crying out for help.
Meezy's
and no, y'all been laughing.
No.
Like, reposting the reels. I have been crying for help here. I told y'all the therapist didn't work.
Yeah.
She was trash.
Yeah.
I'm crying for help here. And niggas is like ignoring it.
And I feel like I haven't said shit. Like, I was joking with y'all when we were having one of our meetings. I'm like, you got Lens, you got Rez with 2 Z's, you got Rez with 1 Z, and y'all don't know none of them. Like, y'all don't know me. And it's funny because I feel like I feel like you know me.
Yeah.
EA knows me. Like, right. People who know me, but the people who watch my show don't know me.
Right.
Like, it's stories that I don't tell anybody because I'm a fucking Virgo, dog. Like, I can't open up. Took for me to get married to this my husband, to open up completely because I'm like, yo, he might leave if he know like some of the shit that I've been through. And it's kind of been like at your disadvantage because you're telling stories and I'm like, yeah, I could say that, but I don't want to make this person feel bad, or yeah, I did do that, but I don't want to like tell this story because I don't want people to look at me differently. And it's not saying that I wasn't, yeah, it is. I was a shell. Like, it was a shell of who I am as a person and me not dealing with my mental state during the time. Like, a lot of stuff happened to me. I moved to a different state. I made different friends. I'm away from my family. I'm going through school. I'm fucking poor. Like, let's talk. I'm poor as shit.
That's the one.
I was depressed. Like, I was depressed as shit for a long time. And it took for me to go through this process to open my eyes up. And I say, like, getting married. And I know everybody's like, well, how she married and she depressed? Like, bitch, it was a lot. And we're going to get into that later. But a bitch was depressed for the longest. So when we go into this and we talking about doing episodes, or we talking about grinding from the mud, and we talk about doing all this shit, like, I can't give you anything because my cup is empty. And the same way you screaming out, I'm screaming out at the same. I'm drunk. I'm fucking drunk at every event. Every Friday I'm drunk as shit. Monday, Tuesday, and it got worse during the wedding. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, any day. Get a glass of wine. Like, I'm drunk and I'm depressed. So, like, you're not getting the best version of me during this podcast. So when we go into the break, I have to find myself. It's not just a break from doing the podcast. It's a break to figure out, like, what the fuck is going on with you.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. It was a reflective time. I had to really sit and like think about life. And like what the fuck am I doing? Right. And not to mention, like, I'm still going through it. It's still a process.
Absolutely.
But I'm like sitting here thinking, like, all the shit you just praised me for, all the shit, all the people who enjoy me praise me for, like, yes, it's great things, whatever it may be. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, bro, nobody gives a fuck, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sit here, we come do this every week, and then, you know what I'm saying, we've been doing this for 3 years. We barely got like a pop of shit. Like, how much work and effort do this shit take?
Whoa. We done did some things.
Exactly.
We done went viral.
Exactly. But then it's like, I go viral once a week, but yet nobody want to go look at the podcast.
It's okay.
I go viral once a week. Nobody want to go listen to Banks music.
We gonna remember that.
I fucking watch my friends do great shit, and yet don't nobody want to support them or do, like, and I had to start looking at myself like, bro, niggas have seen what I've done and mimicked it.
Yeah.
Niggas have seen what I've done and went and did their own thing because they did something they thought I should do.
They were inspired by you.
And now I can't go do it because now I feel like I'm stealing from them.
It's okay, though, because during that time, like, I realized that I'm pouring into everybody else's cup.
Oh, yeah.
I'm constantly.
Oh, yeah. Let's be clear.
You call me, I need to answer. I'm helping you. We talking, like, I'm working through your shit, like, all of that. Everybody, hey, whoa.
Let's be clear. Textually Active has helped a lot of you niggas get hot. A lot of you niggas got hot because of us. Either together or separately. We took something, we built something, we built with people that did something. We made a lot of niggas hot. Now we don't even get a phone call back. Nobody calls us and just say, hey, I see what y'all doing. You know, I can help, y'all can help. Y'all help me, we can help y'all. It's motherfuckers who been on this show that don't even still listen to the show. It's like, niggas kept coming to us for buzz.
Can we be on the show? Can we do this? Can we put this on the show? Can you wear this? Can you do that?
But yet, like, not a share, not a reshare. Y'all love to share the black businesses that y'all affiliated with, but yet the one that make y'all laugh, who've been making y'all laugh for a consistent 176 episodes.
And it's not to shade, because I love when people get on this tangent. This is to say that no more. There will be no more.
Right.
There will be no, like, when we stop answering, actually I've been stopped answering. My phone is always on Do Not Disturb. You can't call unless you're a favorite. But it's to say that that's done. That chapter is closed. So shout out to, like, we know who fucking with us,
right,
and we know who was just there to, like, ride the coattails, and right, that's fine. You have to be able to tell the difference between people. And this is not a woe is me episode. This is think Black Album, think Encore. Y'all thought we was about to quit a couple minutes ago. Think Encore when they said Hova, yeah, TA, that's what it is. We're coming back. And we're not playing. I don't like, I took the break. I did some evaluation. I meditated. I did yoga, stopped drinking, got my mind right. And I'm no longer playing. And it's no longer about how tea can help this person, that person, No, it's about my business.
Did you just call yourself T?
T. This is another one. So we at 4?
You've never said that. I've never heard you say that in my life.
No, it was short for they.
That's pretty good.
So if you've been watching my social media, I know you've probably been confused as shit. Like, Meezy, what do it look like?
You still wearing that jacket that you had on at the beach?
This is a different jacket.
But it looked like the same jacket. She wore a jacket to the beach. Like, that's what it looked like.
It was cold. It was October.
You wore a jacket to the beach. That's what it looked like.
What else?
I don't know, because all right, we've been transparent today. I don't really watch people's stories or like for the gain information. It's usually for salacious shit. Funny memes, see if they half naked in them close friends. Like shit like that. Like
that's right.
That's what I encourage.
I too.
It's like this because
I picked up minding my damn business while I was on my break.
I be looking for inspirations in life from these close friends. Like, so if you're going through something, like you've been traveling, you've been doing like you've been out, but like I just been, you know what I'm saying? You and your dead plants as always.
Shut up. Don't tell them that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, there are things that I catch on, but that's not really the parts, you know, I like to harbor in on. And so, like, you know, I can't say much about you. Like, we really took a break. Like, I literally tried to put, like, some, like, projects aside. Like, I spent the whole month of August.
No, it was October.
I spent the whole month of August, part of September, a little bit of October, like, coming up with a fashion line, like, clothing line, like, some merch.
Yeah.
And, like, so I've been, like, in my bag doing some shit. It might drop and it might not. You might see some pieces here and there that I might wear that I got. But like that's where my brain had been. It had been like on me doing something that I wanted to do. Even though I'm like a part of this, I'm a part of other ventures. Like somebody, fucking Banks just hit me today and asked me to do a compilation. And I'm just like, yeah, I can do it, but I don't really know if I'm in a mental space to like work on projects that I don't think give me what I want.
It's about you. It's a season of you. I feel like one thing that I noticed about myself around this time is that I always feel worse. Like the load just gets heavier when the sun stops shining and the heat start working and something. I'm gonna rob me a person.
I was confused.
Catch a nigga sleeping while he out in the open. Yeah. It start getting cold. It's that cold season. I start feeling like worse.
That's crazy.
It's like the voice in my head get louder. You ain't shit. You ain't doing shit. You ain't gonna be shit. And I'm like, oh wait, hold on. You sound right. Like I ain't even doing nothing. Yeah. Like, so I've been trying to refocus and reframe my thinking to combat that. Like, that's why, like, niggas thought I was joking when I tweeted fighting depression is like a 24-hour position. It's giving entrepreneur. Like, niggas laughed. I tweeted that, and then I went to lay down in a depressed state and read a fucking book to get offline because y'all think everything is funny. Somebody tweeted and they like, oh, y'all think everything a game. No, y'all niggas think everything's a game. I'm not playing. I'm fighting demons.
That's a pretty good.
It's not funny. And I retweeted it and I was like, I'm dead ass. Like, stop playing with me, little girl.
Like, for Christmas, I'm getting you a pack of Newports. Because I think you need it.
I've been smoking blacks.
Hey, you were down bad, bro. What?
Somebody got me a pack of blacks at the wedding. I've been smoking them ever since.
Bro, you are down bad.
When I came down, I've been going through it. And I say all this and people like, oh, Therese, you okay? I'm fine now. Where was y'all when I was really going through it?
I mean, you're giving off Summer Walker energy right now.
She keep talking about it.
Keep talking about it. It's not funny, but it's not. It's just honest. We are like in a place where we want to take TA to the next level,
And we have to get rid of this baggage, though.
We gotta get rid of the baggage. Like, I'm like in a place where I didn't even want to be associated with none of my projects no more. Like, I need to like stop and like look at life, bro. I'm 30 now.
Yeah.
I'm 5 months, 4 months. How many months left in this year? Like 3, 1, 2. I'm like 3 months away from being 31. Mm-hmm. I am in a full-term relationship. Oh, like real relationship. And every day this relationship is getting further and further, like deep, to the point like we can't even watch Married at First Sight no more together because the exercises that they do on that show causes real life arguments in our house. Like, it's very like that place of like, all right, what are we doing? And then with that, you think that in your mind, then I'm thinking I'm going to this job that like I don't even like. Like, I got sick the other week and I thought I had COVID. So I just took the test just to see, you know, they tell you not to go to work while you waiting on your results. So, you know, I'm at the crib like, oh shit, I get 3 days off of work. Mm-hmm. I'm finna sit here. Monday is like, all right, I'm good. Like I'm dying on the inside, but like I don't have to go to work. I'm good. Tuesday, I'm feeling a little bit better. But I'm still like, I don't gotta go to work tonight. What I'm about to do, what I'm on, I'm finding myself time. Wednesday comes and I feel better. But in the back of my mind, it's like, damn, now I gotta call these niggas and tell them that I don't got COVID. Mm-hmm. And now I gotta go back. And I was like, why do I feel so much pressure about calling them and telling them that I don't got COVID? Is it because I really just don't want to go back to work? And so then it's like, now you start putting that in your mind. Then it's like, niggas not fucking with what you put out. I sold some hoodies. I sold one hoodie in the month of September, October. Just one. The one hoodie. It wasn't even me. It wasn't even to like a circle friend. It's like an internet friend bought one. Mm-hmm. And it's like, everybody told me they was dope when they was swiping up in the stories. But only one person bought one. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, well, maybe I need to figure a new game plan for that. So now I got these entities in my life. Mind you, I ain't coming to TA where I usually use as therapy to talk about shit.
We're not therapy, but we're therapeutic.
So I don't have that entity because I also needed a break from that because I didn't know what the fuck was going on because these for reals keep going off and they getting 2,000 views, but the followers ain't going up. And I know all 2,000 of our regular followers is watching it, is new people watching it, and the followers ain't going up. And then I'm looking at my bank account and it's still.
Ooh, that's the one right there. It's still
3 digits.
Still
in there. And a lot of the digits in that 3 are zeros.
Zeros.
So
sometimes it get down to $5. A little scary.
So now I'm here going, I go to work, I make money, but the money that I'm making is funding everything else. While I am still the guy who doesn't have a car, who is still not driving, because in order to have money for a car, you have to make enough to pay for it. And I'm not doing that. So all of the world is on me. And I'm just like, I can't be creative. I can't, you know what I'm saying, come in here and give y'all the actual thing. Cause I'm very honest. I come here and be very transparent a lot of times, but I'm not happy being here. And even when I keep telling y'all that I'm not happy in here, y'all are ignoring it because BZ makes great jokes. And so,
I mean, we laugh at our pain. A lot of times we laughing, but we sitting there like, when I came down, like that nigga in the crate challenge. Like, it hurts, but I'm laughing at my pain because it's the best way I know how to deal with it. It's really hard to continue to be creative when your life is in that place.
Yeah.
So I know we took a break and it was kind of on accident because we were only going to take 2 weeks and come back right after the wedding. Ooh, good thing we didn't do that. because
we probably would have got some fire cuts.
No. I would have came in here with that same jacket that I was wearing for probably like 2 weeks.
This one,
yeah, this jacket I had on for the month of October, and like y'all would have been like, "Yo, is she all right? Like, should she go back to the crazy home? Been there, done that. Not going back." Like,
I know. That jacket smells ridiculous.
It doesn't. I smell good.
The Blackie Mild odor inside that jacket is probably nuts. You are wood tip one jazz smoker.
Yo, you telling all my business. I am, and I got one left. I said after this one going, I'm gonna give it up. Y'all want to send me a Blackie Mild? I'll take it. But I'll do the hookah for now. Actually, that's my last. I'm not playing. But I'll smoke hookah. I'll go back to the hookah. But nothing hit like that Blackie Mild. Actually, when
like you smoke Blackie Milds to Tupac in the background.
No, I smoke Blackie Milds and share tea with Tiffany. Like she smokes a blunt, I smoke a Blackie Mild, and we just talk on FaceTime. But I was about to say people were looking at me crazy because the night before the wedding, like we're sitting around, we're having like a pre-get together, and Stefan, Dr. Fitz, he was on episode Timeline of Love. He comes, he packs his hookah, and I'm like, yo, this hookah tastes like a Black and Mild, and everybody like, yo, she smoked Black and Mild? I was like, what the fuck's going on? And here go Lex, my sister. That's right, it do, and it's good. So I say all that to say, Black and Milds are fun, but I'm going back to hookah.
This nigga tapped me and said, my sister.
My sister.
All right.
Yeah. But this isn't a down bad. It's a
no. It is.
No, you still in the okay. So what are you doing to get out of it?
I don't know because it ain't the ideas of what they give you don't be working.
Can I share what I've been doing?
It's not very consistent.
I'm
listening to Charlamagne's audiobook right now, Shook Ones. And
do you like to read? I mean, I'm like literally textbook because there's Kindle, there's
like the part
no shit
was audiobook. I said that right? I said audiobook.
Yeah, but the funny thing is though, I have heard quite a few people say that they didn't listen to the audiobook, they read the audiobook. It's like, yeah, I was reading the book, and they're like, oh, like yeah, like on Audible.
I probably should try that in hindsight, like flip through the page, like look at the words while they say it. But I just been having it play. I haven't been doing nothing. Let's just be clear. I've been using all the energy that I can to make it through the day. So this is the first time I wore real clothes. Because we stopped doing TA on Fridays, which was the only day I would get dressed. Mm-hmm. So the only day I wore non-uniform clothes a Saturday. That's all I can remember from one time since we stopped doing TA. Like that's all I can remember that I haven't worn clothes like one time. Real clothes.
I think I'm not a therapist, but I started going to therapy recently.
What?
Yeah.
Make some noise for that.
Woo. I had one session. It was cool. I think I'm missing a piece. Like backtrack. In my early 20s, I had an episode. I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, bipolar. Very transparent, whatever. From 20 to now, a decade, I've been kind of like doing my own thing to make sure I'm good. Wasn't good. After the wedding, those things came back to resurface, and it led me to speak to a therapist. We'll talk about this later. We're not going to get into all that on this episode. We'll talk about that later. But I started therapy. The therapist is cool. I thought I wanted a man, but I think I may need a woman because he was cool. He had red hair. He was like real down to earth. He was a little chunky. He was white. But he made me feel comfortable. He laughed at my joke. It was inappropriate, but he laughed. I said, I've been cleaning up my apartment a lot. Like I can't sit down. When I feel anxious, I get up because I haven't been drinking either. So like I'm obviously going through withdrawal, but I'm like cleaning up my house, like making sure everything is where I put it. And I was like, when I get really anxious, I just start cleaning up shit. And he's like, you can come clean my house. And I was like, ha. But
You might want to get away from that. That sounds very racist. But
even yes, and even when she told me back then, I was not.
Eric didn't like that.
I was not too.
Yeah, that sounded a little racist.
No, okay. So anyway, I started therapy. But during the therapy session, I was telling him all the things that I've been doing to like cope between when I needed therapy and when I actually got the session. So I've been doing, this is a long list, but we're going to get through it. I've been doing meditation. So I'll take a walk outside every day that I can. Like I'll just walk for 2 miles and I do yoga. I take showers and I do a breathing exercise. So inhale for 3, 1, 2, 3, exhale for 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He taught me that. I started journaling. I've been shopping. Not sure if that's helping or not helping, but I probably need to stop because it's not. The bank account is, yeah. Smoke black and milds, gotta quit. Social media limits. So I really wrote that down.
That's the part that makes me.
And it's number 4. So social media limits. I put on my phone like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I have a limit on it. And then afterwards it's like, you can't go on there anymore and you can add 15 minutes or you can't. Social boundaries. So I'm no longer like just letting people call me and taking on everybody's drama and stuff, like just listening to what everybody has to say. I kind of set the pace or the tone for if I want to talk to people. And it may be rude, and I'm sorry if I make you feel away, but I don't have the capacity right now to take on what everybody is given. And I know I'm normally like a given person, but right now I can't do that. Planning. I have a planner. Every night before I go to bed, I write down my plans for the next day. Let me know if this is too much because I can stop. It's like 20.
I mean, this is your process.
I've been reading on the toilet in the morning. So you know how normally in the morning you wake up, you read, you'll scroll social media to catch up. So I have this book called Reframe, Refocus, Retrain Your Brain and Your Cognitive Process. So I read like a couple pages of that every morning just to get me started. And it has like a whole bunch of tips on how you can retrain your brain, refocus. This may not be the title, but we're going to put it in the episode notes. And it's been really helpful. Like some of the things that they say, like I've been taking walks and they say that when you're walking, it increases your mental thought process. So you're able to walk and you're able to think better as opposed to like working out in the gym and you do it for an hour and you're sweating and you're all tired and stuff. Like if you just walk for an hour, half an hour, like you can think better and you can have a creative thought process. If you have a meeting to go to, you'll probably do better in that meeting because you took a walk before you did the meeting. So reading on the toilet has been very helpful for me because when you get on social media and you see all of the stuff that people are doing, I feel like that adds to the imposter syndrome that you feel on the day to day. And for me, at least, it increases that voice in my head that's telling me like, you're not good enough. Like this person is doing that. Why aren't you doing that? And it's not a jealousy thing. It's more so me eating myself up. And like, I don't need to do that. So, showers 2 times a day. I like fucking showering. It feels good. Cleaning and organizing, eating healthy, no alcohol, saying no. Like, no. Budgeting, making plans for the future, finding a religion. I've been going to church every Sunday, y'all.
What does that mean?
Like virtual church. Like I
figured you didn't get up and leave.
Why? Like the church is in Delaware. How am I get there?
I figured.
It's not technically Bedside Baptist.
No, it's like I get up and I actually eat breakfast.
It's still Bedside Baptist. Just because you do it from your couch.
It's brunch Baptist.
It's brunch. Fucking the VIP of church. Nigga.
Yeah, I love it. I love it though.
Smoking hookah during the praise worship is nuts.
I downloaded the Bible app too.
Oh, been there, done that.
Yeah, I liked it. I like it though.
You can be friends.
Really? I didn't know you could do that. You got to show me how to work it. Gotcha. Gratitude list. So making a list of things that I'm grateful for at least once a week. Music therapy, staying to myself, loving myself, my husband, therapy, and then the next page is my gratitude list. So those are things that I've been doing.
You got a lot of time.
I do. Wow. I make time for myself. Honestly, what I found though is the truth is I work remote. So I've been working remote. I didn't tell y'all a lot of stuff, but I've been working remote for the past 2 weeks and I've been home. So on my breaks, I could take a walk. When I wake up in the morning, I have more time because I'm not scrolling social media. I'm waking up at 6:45 because I've been having a hard time sleeping. It's a lot. So we have plenty of episodes to talk more about myself. I'm not going to get it all out right now. But I say this for you, Meezy, try some of those things on that list. And for everybody that's listening, I could put it in a post. Y'all could try it out for yourself if y'all going through something. I know the seasons are changing and things are getting harder. It's cold. Some people don't got nobody to go to sleep with. You know, you're not fucking with your family like that. You done cut everybody off because you just don't feel like talking. So it's a great time to focus on yourself while you're in that bubble and making sure you're not doing bad habits that will lead you further down the rabbit hole. So, woohoo, clap it up.
I felt like you had some shit to get off your chest and you did it.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of letting you cook.
Thanks.
I was also trying to smell that jacket just to see.
Shut up.
Just to get a little whiff.
Shut up. All right, y'all.